Already testing the A side as the stealth drone comes through. Rose with a recon ready to go. Cyber Cage, Marta skirting around the outside of it and steps in. It's Rose to fall first. What a crack onto the rock, stuck in the corner. Now NRG steamrolling over BBL. Confident, playing forward. Marta so crucial in the run so far for NRG, and Brock's the one that caps off the pistol.
30 seconds left.
And here's the attempt at a stall, but onto the side come NRG. Kinko failed early, but it's going to get trade out. The Aura's out of the picture, and so the op is dropped. It's Kreven from upper. Sight crawling with NRG players, and Scuba finishes the job.
Just on that slow approach.
Last round it was Armageddon to deny Halls. Cosmic Divide is in play. Nice little correction there from Scuba. Lovers Rock is cooked, folks. And this is starting to get out of hand for BBL.
Players on BBL weak. Wow, what a shot. Are you joking? Still though, how can they win this? The crossfire just looks so good. Maybe with that divide, cutting it off.
Here's Kiko on the side, ready to fight for it. Loida is able to find his third, and it's up to Scuba now. There is a star on the site, but Scuba has to fight for it, and I think he knows. Here's the grab well. Lovers Rock gets it to half. Scuba's not done yet. Oh, through the wall, it's going to be dangerous here. Loida gets the defuse, and Scuba is on the outside looking in.
A crazy attempt from Scuba.
25 seconds left in the round.
And he takes the gate crash right in time, going to be posted on the angle! Oh my god, he goes down to the missile!
Okay, BBL of course still come away with the round.
Oh my god!
And now of course this Armageddon makes it tricky to get into Halls, but Rose has been able to find some purchase, and Kreven steps in.
Last player standing.
Now you've really got to make use of this position. Get an upgrade to the Guardian. A lot of info there for Rose, but he still needs to swing into two. A tough ask at the best of times, and NRG post themselves 9 rounds in this first half. As well, look at the investment for NRG.
In the meantime, BBL have 2 players working through Arc, but Mana just shuts down Rose on that try swing.
Oh, I don't know how you're going to get out of this, LaRock. One more tap and he'll be Dog's dinner. And Scuba deals with him. Mana, okay. Struts up onto the site and has already dealt with Kreven. That's the Cypher out of the mix, and Lovers Rock can't find connection with that Outlaw. It is all done but the crying for our first map in this series. NRG, galvanized, forged by their run through Swiss. Maintain that confidence. So much stall util. This has really got BBL milling about in the open for now, and Ethan can continue to slow this down. There was no acceleration after the first kill though. BBL were anticipating some more of this util. They've drawn all of it out of Ethan now. This could be ridiculous. It was Lovers Rock was watching for it though. BBL did have a contingency in play, and Marta had no idea what he was running into.
There's some acute awareness there. Ethan is trying to get some space towards the site. Low HP, less than half, pressing up with his Frenzy. Smoke going to now be thrown down by Kiko. Teleports into it to try and get even further onto this site.
A bit of paranoia instantly though. Has to play this slow. Sees the edge of Loida around the smoke apparently, but isn't able to best him. So Brock here with very limited options. And 5 players breathing down his neck. None of those sheriff shots connect. And BBL finally look like they're getting off to the start that they need.
Maybe if Ethan can get 1 kill, that Armageddon will be active. This flank duel is so important.
That's not enough. Marta quiet so far in this map.
And now all the BBL attention can just be focused forward. Not a lot of tools for NRG to get back in.
Half-hearted as it may have been, that paranoia sets up for a kill opportunity. But the other angle was eventually retaken by LaRock, and Ethan's got nothing to see from here. Kiko's going to have his crosshair positioning broken now. Armageddon's going to force BBL into the side, but this is what they wanted to be anyway. A 1-for-1. Kiko only gets his tucked in the corner. Now the guided salvos had to be respected. NRG flood in from security, but a conversion pass catches on at just the right time, and LaRock is going to benefit from it. Dive into the smoke. Shorty connects. And down to Scuba go NRG. He wants to get in, get it over with perhaps. Either way, it's not pretty. BBL chalk up their 9th. Working the angles though pretty diligently, and there's Brock helping him clean up the mess. It's LaRock taken low behind the boxes. The spam was good, but Ethan's better. And NRG get themselves at least 3. Scuba was hoping for an opportunity, a timing, and that window was now closed.
NRG have no tools to fight forward.
They could get wrecked by a timing out of security here, but quickly they assert control of tower. Now they've got a crossfire. Scuba has to play forward towards the spike though. Sees a glimpse of Kreven and deals with him. Still into the planner, he's got to go. It's a mess, but NRG come out. Black and blue, but finally with a round. Ethan might want to take a bit more of an aggressive position now. But eventually, LaRock has to step up and challenge. Headshot on Ethan, are you kidding? to 11. A decent start here.
Yeah, they get the Molly missile. Oh, when he just walks forward and falls off.
They've got to play from the fringes now, but they're not accounting for Rose, who's given his position away now. Okay, a little more costly, I feel, than NRG would have liked, but Rose will be taken to task on their arguably best map right now. I don't even know. Kreven gets himself a free neural theft. We'll see the second player coming, but Scooby gets the drop on him regardless. Low as he is, it's going to be a Viper's Pit inside tower. It's a new one.
All right, LeBron does go down, but Rose is there for the trade.
And so the pit goes.
Loida just teleported all the way back towards the spawn, and now Rose in, yeah, a lot of danger.
Big saturate. Convergent Pathfinder used here. What? He wants to try and end the game. There might be something here. Up from tower. He is. Hindrance catches on towards Brock. Loida going to play it safe, but LaRock definitely won't. Over the top he goes, and out of nowhere, BBL produced the rabbit from the hat.
He's going to be patient.
Marta, though, is playing just on the edge of this smoke, though. Prowler doesn't catch Marta, so he actually might have a timing here. Oh, no! Spotted it, apparently, as a run out from the smoke occurred. Now that snakebite's going to make it a little tricky for the Omen, though, as Brock might just have to fight tooth and nail here on the side itself. Lavas Rock steps up. Focus here over towards that upper area, but the reload is awkward for Scuba. He is caught out. Loida peeks. Leekton has to step up. Right click gets the job done, but it's always a crossfire. BBL is a pretty comfy retake, all things considered. It's planted out in the open. It's not favorable whatsoever for Loida. So he gives it a tap. Flash here. Holds it. Holds it. Gets it to half. But time is short and he's got no choice. Brock just teases him out. And NRG land the plane on a rocky round. Loida's already playing forward onto the spike. Doesn't know if it's going to be a swing out of this pit, though, to try and challenge him. But Lavas Rock's trying to get ahead of it. Scuba, that's the swing. And there's Lavas Rock ready for it. Loida, that is dirty stuff. Gets it to half, and now it's on Kiko. And the Guardian's just not going to cut the mustard, is it? 6 up for BBL, and a sick retake.
Just miscomms on miscomms, it felt like.
Fast playing towards the A site now. Oh, look, he's going to see all of it. It's a disaster for NRG. Oh, no, noise made, and Brock's able to capitalize. Now there's a glimmer of hope. Dimming by the second, though, as Lavas Rock gets closer under Dimensional Drift and emerges in front of Brock. It's an absolute capitulation for BBL. And the Mastercard thrifty snatched up for NRG.
that can't be the first round that NRG put in the board.
Did we just overdose on the silly sauce? It could be big, but Lavas Rock, of course, can circumvent all of it. There is LaRock falling, though. Ethan plays himself onto the side. Checks that Razorvine spot, and then what an angle to find Lavas Rock on. They all step up, and the Mastermind knocks them down like dominoes. Loida will be double swung. Ignoble exit from the round, and Ethan is on his feet. Now NRG have to descend into the Viper's Pit. An unenviable position at the best of times, but they've got to go for it. Lavas Rock straight through the smoke, caught out. That's Kiko for 2, surely not more. Loida steps up, steps out, and finds that 3 kill for the Mastercard thrifty. Ethan doesn't fancy it. Flashed out himself. Kreven's actually able to get ahead of this now, but surely Ethan's looking for it. Cool, calm, collected, king of composure! The king of the dead! Flawless round for NRG! Here it comes. Tough to get out of this one. Kiko trading out for Loida. Now wants to get onto the side. Smokes off that main position, trying to force Lavas Rock off the angle, and he's taken down before the smoke blooms. Now onto the site we go. Risky and dangerous for BBL. They're grouped up together, hoping they can crossfire this. But one by one, they step up out into the line of sight of Brock, and he will have his fill. Match point for NRG.
The rest of BBL, they get past that wall, it gets tripped. It doesn't matter. This is going to be a 4-on-3 for the game.
Oh, through the smoke, Kreven. Doesn't know what him and Brock's far from done. This is exactly where he shines. Through the corners, the damage is gone. LaRock is riddled with bullets. Lavas Rock tries to stand up, but it's on Loida. 1v2 in the post-blood. Oh, unbelievable! We're at ball 4 for Loida. Takes us to overtime. It's the stuff of dreams. And so they've had to reposition, but they do have that B main control, so they can just flip the map on that side of things. Big shot, Kreven knows also where Marta's going to be coming from. Marta thinks twice about fully committing to it. Relay bolt, fast lane, you name it, distracts him from the reality of Scuba descending. Loida in the back corner of the side, and Marta slides on up. Rose will get the drop on Kiko, though. A backstab pays off, and NRG still need to find a spike plant.
And LaRock is just still in B main with his judge. Has to find a moment to close the distance.
Just a bit of the head was enough for Ethan to take Lovers Rock out of the game. It's all on LaRock. With the judge, gets an upgraded weapon, understood. Scuba's going to be able to set up that high-low crossfire. LaRock with it all to do. He's handled with the shorty. BBL had to disperse. Marta, though, wants to get in there. Perhaps a slight overextension. Sees, catches Kiko, TP across. And this snake bite gets a spike loose.
He just doesn't know where to go. Felt like he was going to walk into a sight line.
Well, now Ethan and Scuba have to work this from different angles, pick apart the tapestry the BBL are put together. And we're just going to show. Krevin tries to find a timing with it to trade. So it's up to the captain yet again to save, to salvage, to bail water out of a rapidly sinking ship.
That teleport doesn't even get him all the way out. It gets him to elbow, by the way.
Well, this is play up mid from Marta, okay. Ends up being traded out. Scuba, they're going to play close with the shorty towards rope room. He hears it. Oh, it's ham-fisted. It's haphazard, and ultimately it falls in a screaming heap. Now to salvage, there's just nothing left to gather up for NRG. Strong, at least, said that BBL were the team they least wanted to play. They felt mechanically they were the strongest, and they always overperform expectations. This game, I feel, is no exception.
Fast lane coming in towards B. LaRock is in fast as a fight in mid as well.
Okay, everything promised to BBL. And they will snatch it up happily. Marta slides in, but it's a little too late there, I'd suggest. The deck is stacked against NRG. Such the Brock has to try and work his way into B with an Odin. Good start. Lovers Rock out the game. Player advantage still there for BBL, and Brock needs to find more. How?
There is just no way.
I think that moment spoke entirely for itself. Let's run it back once more. Defense side off for Lovers Rock.
Wow, Rose out in mid, just caught and dealt with straight away by Kiko.
Here comes Brock. A timing for Kiko doesn't quite pay out the way it was supposed to, but it's Ethan locking it down from the corner. Enough that Krevin on his own will be spotted and dispatched by Brock. Kiko getting ready, trying to stall out the B main push here, and it works. Inside the smoke, Scuba needs to find a timing, and it might be now. Yes, he emerges, and Lovers Rock is dealt with. Still has to be a spike plug, but BBL have lost all of that heaven side control.
And in the meantime, Krevin, he's just way too far away. He can't help his teammates at all.
Loida tries to stop the flash as it comes on in. Kiko boots on the ground, and here's the spray from the Odin. Loida left, black and blue, and Kiko gets the fade out of the game. 4 health and a dream for Loida. And it's enough to take down Kiko. Numbers even now. Scuba knows Loida's low. There's a player towards his left. He may not be alive. That's a third for Loida. Get out!
There is just no
That's unreal! About 9 billion realities. I fail to see which one included that outcome. Spike left back towards Ramen. As NRG are just getting exploratory early, looking for a fight, a raw one. An off might have served Lovers Rock better there, but we'll never know.
Mata brought very low, but Ethan maybe an opportunity to heal up Mata back to at least that 100 HP.
1 kill might be enough. It feels like one and done for Rose. And under pressure, he wilts. Smoke towards that heaven side now, and you can see LaRock tries to play himself into the side. He's going to get there. Awkward now. And the judge is a well-apportioned weapon for just such a situation. He gets away with that too. Spotted though by Scuba. Spray into elbow, deals with the neon. And here's Krevin from up on high. Can only find the one for the time being, and NRG whip around on him. BBL determined to use strength in numbers, but Marta's tucked in mail. And he'll follow them. What a timing. Krevin dealt with, but now Marta's been revealed. Back in the mid he goes, behind that relay bolt.
Just overwhelmed by the numbers, has to get away, but Kiko on high!
And that might be enough! Loida steps around the corner. BBL are going to group up and make the play through small, but guess who's waiting for it? They've stepped into the Proctagon! And that's Loida. A double face here surely means that this is the end of the road. Surely LaRock can't get it done either. And so, the brash and boastful BBL join a long line of supplicants forced to kiss the ring.